I feel like when people are like, okay, I'll join your email list, it's almost like this sense of like, now prove it to me why I should stay. I'm going to give you a chance here. Now, this is your chance to prove it to me that I'm in the right place. You do what I am looking for. Show me why you're the person I should listen to or work with about this. It's your chance to shine a little bit. The donut shop doesn't only open when they think somebody wants a donut. No, they're open every day. And the people who want a donut will come get them.
Period. Welcome back to Social Media Tea, where we explore innovative strategies to grow your business, make a lasting impact. I am your host, Tiffany, and today we have an exciting episode for you. Joining us is Owen, an email strategist, a copywriter specializing in helping service-based businesses thrive. With her expertise, she offers a one-on-one service and a signature high-five package done for you emails that save you hours each week while driving growth. Hi, Owen. Sorry, I was trying to learn how to pronounce your name. I wasn't able to. Can you help me pronounce? Is it BREANNA or BREANNA?
It's BREANNA. You were right. Yeah.
Okay, BREANNA. Okay. BREANNA, can you introduce yourself so that our audience will get to know you?
Yes, I would love to. Thank you so much for having me today, Tiffany. I'm really excited to be here and talk about all things email marketing. In addition to all of that stuff for business owners, I'm a mom of 4 kids. My husband and I live in the Midwest in the United States. We have a dog and a couple of cats, and it's a full household that keeps us busy all of the time. I love having full conversations in like GIFs and memes. Like, who needs words when the modern day has given us the gift of GIFs?
Love it.
And I will die on the hill that peanut butter M&Ms are the best M&Ms.
Oh, that's great. So can you share about your journey, what you do? I realized that you are an email marketer, copywriter. When did your journey start and how far have you been into it?
Oh, that's a great question. I have been in this business now for 7, going on 8 years. It actually started, I was going back to school for a fashion degree. And so I had 3 of my kids were really little. I went back to school for fashion. And in the middle of the fashion degree, a marketing professor approached me and he had said, you only need like 4 extra classes to get a marketing degree. Would you like to add it on? And as any high achieving perfectionist, I was like, yes, I can do 4 more classes. Let's go.
Okay.
Part of the marketing degree meant that I needed a marketing internship. So I was scrambling one semester because I desperately needed a marketing internship. We had just recently bought a house and I ended up reaching out to the mortgage lender that helped us buy a house and was like, any chance you need a marketing assistant for the semester? I need an internship. Can I just work for you? Would you hire me?
Okay.
And he reluctantly said yes. But I mean, it's been 8 years and I still work for him. I still write projects and stuff for him. So I would say that it went well. But one of the things that I did while in that internship was I saw him spend time every day, poking out emails to his borrowers and to his customers. And then after every email, he would give himself a little treat, a little break. And I was like, there's got to be an easier way. There's got to be a better way than you doing this. And so I sat him down one day and I was like, walk me through. Other than going through the mortgage process on the borrower side, I know nothing about your industry. I know nothing about what you do. Walk me through the whole mortgage process, the whole mortgage journey. And when he did that, it was really easy to see that there were different times and different elements in that customer journey that could use some attention and use some value and use some care. And so I basically was just like, hey, what if I just created an email sequence for each of these stages in the mortgage journey, and then it went out automatically, and all you had to do was tell the system where each customer was at in the journey.
Wow.
And that was really the beginning of how much I realized I loved email sequences. I think over the years, we've put together 20 different sequences based off of where people are at, where they're coming from, what process or product they're working with. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been doing it for 7 years, so they didn't all happen overnight by any means.
Okay.
But I mean, in 2022, his team sent out 13,000 customer emails without them ever hitting the send button.
Oh my God. That is huge.
Right? Yes. So now I do it for all sorts of small businesses and all sorts of industries, not just mortgage lending. I've done it for nutritionists and podcasters and interior design, like all sorts of industries, business coaching.
You know what's great about your story? You figured out a problem and you were able to provide a solution to it. And I think that's really fantastic.
Thank you. Yes. And that's what I do. I can have a conversation with somebody and they'll talk to me about what's going on. And I'm able to not just identify the problem, but find a creative solution that will work within their business and their business model. It's the fun thing that we get to do, right?
Yeah, that's really amazing. Hey tea sippers, welcome to Social Media Tea, the ultimate spot where we spill the tea on all things social media, business growth and entrepreneurship. Level up your game with the hottest tips, insider secrets and guest interviews. Grab your virtual copy right now and get ready for some epic insights and fun vibes. Don't forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so you never miss an episode again. Let's dive right in. So, why do you believe email marketing is essential for growing a business, especially for a service-based entrepreneur?
Yeah, I think if we go back to that example that I was doing with the mortgage lender, I see the same thing still today when I work with people. They kind of look at their job or their business and they're like, in one area, I can do all of the work that I love to do. I can work directly with my clients and I can do the thing that I'm so good at. Or I've got this long to-do list of emails to send out and people to connect with and people to follow up with and whatnot. And that would also take my whole day. And I look at that and I go, both are needed and both are necessary, but only one requires your in the moment attention.
Yeah.
So I love how email marketing and in particular email sequences can help you. It's almost like you're cloning yourself, right? Because it is still you doing the work, but you don't have to be the one who sends it every single time.
Exactly. It saves time, a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. And it still helps your business grow. It still makes the connections, it still adds value, it still serves your people, it meets them where they're at. It helps build not only your client and customer satisfaction, but also people forget. They need the reminders to do the thing that you need them to do in your business.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, so many business owners, so many service-based business owners really want to do everything. But I think it's very smart to know when you have to delegate some tasks they can't handle themselves so that they can circle back and keep achieving all round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So I can totally relate to what you are saying.
Yeah, because you do the same for your clients with social media.
Exactly. Even as a social media manager right now, there is still tasks for me to delegate. You can never do everything all by yourself. You end up experiencing burnout and overwhelming yourself. So basically, we always need to delegate tasks to someone else so that we can focus on our priorities. So I really love what you are doing for service-based businesses.
Yeah, we're not meant to do this alone.
No, at all. For many business owners, social media seems to take the lead. How does email marketing complement their social media efforts?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Exactly. Because they don't have to compete, right? Email marketing and social media, they can work together so well. And I think we take two approaches to this, right? So I love that social media is a way that you can get in front of a lot of people. I think that's an amazing facet of social media. But I think we can also all agree on the fact that social media is not owned property. Like something could happen to any of the social platforms.
Exactly.
Your social could get hacked, or like the powers that be could shut you down or put you in jail and take things away from you.
True.
And my question is always like, oh my gosh, and then what? How would you get a hold of your people? How would you connect with your audience if social media was taken away from you?
Yeah.
And what you can do is you can use social media to point back to an email list so that no matter what happens with your social media, you still have your email list to be able to connect and get in front of your people. So I really think like social media is a great way to introduce people to you and kind of get them like interested in knowing more, and then point them back to that email list so that you can do the rest of your work there with people. I also think that, again, I'm a big believer in the work smarter, not harder. So whichever approach you want to take, if you're like, hey, I want to look at my email marketing first, or if you're like, hey, I want to use my social media first, I want to look at that first, you can use the same content both places.
Oh, you can use the same social media content on your email marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. No. There's no need to constantly be in this content creation mode.
Okay.
Like you can use both pieces of content, or you can use the same piece of content in both places.
Okay, I guess that works. I haven't tried email marketing on my own, but one thing I would agree with you is that we don't owe social media. I recently have a friend that lost her entire account that she has invested heavily on. She has a huge community and everything have gone to waste right now. I think like about 4 different pages. So she almost gave up. You get, it's really quite exhausting. And it made me question myself that what if this happens to me tomorrow? It's so exhausting. Yeah. And that's why I'm so excited for this topic, so that so many people can learn that there is really an option.
Right. So like you talk a lot about, tell me something that you're talking about this week, because my mind just went blank on socials.
Okay. On social media right now, I recently spoke about page optimization. I also spoke about the kind of content that you have to create to reach your ideal target audience. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So all of that could be, because I know you are so great at posting videos and posting reels on social. All of that could be turned into a text piece. So I just pulled up your social, right? I just pulled up your Instagram, 3 types of posts that consistently drive engagement. And then you break it down in the video. Well, what if instead you take the transcript of what you were saying on the video and you just turn that text? It probably needs a little bit of polishing, but you turn that text into an email.
Wow, that's genius. And I think it's feasible.
Yeah, because you've already done the work. You've already put the brain power into what do I need to say? How do I meet my ideal audience where they're at? What information do they need in order to help them reach their goals? You've already done all of that brain power. Just repurpose it. Because let's be honest, not everybody on your feed is going to see your video. And even if they did see the video, they were probably in the middle of scrolling. So they saw lots of things at one time. They don't remember every single word. They don't remember every single valid point that you made. But when you also put that same information in an email and they are able to then see that pop up in their inbox, inbox open rates, like a good open rate right now is like 30%. And most small businesses have like 50% open rate. So you have a higher percentage of people are actually seeing what you write. Not everybody's a video like learner. Some people need to see the words, right? And so you're meeting different needs and different learning styles. Plus it's something that they can like really save and come back to later. So it's you doing the work one time, but let it do some stuff for you in other ways too.
That's correct. Okay. As we're speaking on this topic, what are some effective strategies that you recommend for anyone who wants to grow their email list right now?
Yeah. So I always say the best way to grow your email list is for all roads to point to your email list.
Okay.
And for you to get that in front of your people. So like we just talked about on your socials, you can use your socials to point back to your email list. Maybe you have a lead generator, or, whether you call that a freebie, it might be a checklist or an ebook or a downloadable PDF or something like that. But you can give people a reason to opt into your email, because very few people are opting into email just because. Incentivize
you have to
them,
offer
give them a
them
reason.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, even just like, right, you do it with your social too. They're not
Exactly.
watching your socials just because. They're doing it because you are offering some value that
exactly
adds to their life. Yeah. And then getting in front of more people. So whether that is, a collaboration, especially if you're on socials, if there's a collaboration, if there's going live, like how do you also use your socials to get in front of more people and then drive those people back to your email list?
Okay.
Yeah. You can also like preview or tease something that's going out on your email list. Like it's October when we are recording this, and I'm currently working on a gift guide that I'm going to be sending out in my email list. But I'm already talking about it so that anybody who's like, oh, I want to see the gift guide that BREANNA puts out knows to get on my email list so that they're there when the gift guide goes out.
That's really a great strategy. I've also experienced it when someone is offering like a free ebook, something really valuable, and from there I get on their email list. And I really love it because it gives me exposure into what the person really does in depth. So from there I can even get to know the person even better and learn so much from that person. So this whole thing, great. Once a business have an email list, let's say a business finally has an email list right now, how can they ensure that their emails are being opened, that their emails are being read by the people on their email list?
Oh, that's such a good question. So if I were talking to somebody, well, I guess whether you're new or you have an established email list, I always say that, like, let's start with a welcome sequence, for example. So you're on social, you point to a freebie, you've got a checklist, an ebook or something that people are going to download. They input their email and they click their button so that they can get that free download. Well, then what? They're not just going to go on a giant list within your email system. You can give them like a little warm-up email sequence. It's often called like a welcome sequence. And I always say that the purpose of the welcome sequence is to get people up to speed on who you are. It's like what you were just talking about. Like it really gives you insight into who the person is, allows you to learn more about them. So who you are, what you do, who you serve, because we are humans first, no matter what your business is, no matter what industry you're in, you are in the business first and foremost, right? So we want to connect human to human. But the other thing that a welcome sequence does really well for people is it kind of trains your reader to associate your name with the thing you do and the value you provide them.
Okay.
So if I don't know you very well and I'm just scrolling on Instagram and you say something about creating engaging hooks or videos that stop the scroll, and I was like, oh, I want that checklist. And I just immediately decide to go download your thing and look at your checklist. But I don't really know you for you. I just wanted that checklist.
Yes.
Being on your email list and seeing your welcome sequence come through, because usually a welcome sequence comes like every day for a short period of time, like 4 or 5 days or something.
Okay.
I now am like, oh, Tiffany does social media management. Oh, Tiffany does social media management. And so now my brain connects your name with what you do, because I actually don't think that the subject line is the thing that gets people to open emails. I think it's the from line that gets people to open emails.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so basically what you're trying to say is that people getting on your email list is not enough. You have to introduce yourself to them. You have to keep up with them so they can connect your name to something that you really do. And that is how you can start benefiting from it. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like when people are like, okay, I'll join your email list, it's almost like this sense of like, now prove it to me why I should stay. I'm going to give you a chance here. are. Now, this is your chance to prove it to me that I'm in the right place. You do what I am looking for. Show me why you're the person I should listen to or work with about this. It's your chance to shine a little bit.
Okay. Now we are speaking on this subject. What common mistakes do you see businesses make with their email marketing, and how can they avoid them?
Well, if I think about the biggest mistakes people make, it probably has something to do with one, not using email marketing, or they ghost their list, right? Like they send an email once in a blue moon, or they only send an email when they have something big to launch.
Okay,
and I think the way that people can avoid this is to not take their email list so seriously. To be honest, instead of it being like this formal production, like think of it instead as a chance for you to sit in front of your client, of your ideal audience, and just connect with them.
Okay.
Right? Like the emails should sound like you or your business brand, but even business brands can be very conversational, especially service-based business owners, right? Like you can have a certain element of authority and expertise and still be a human and connect.
Exactly.
And conversation and whatnot, right? And so bring those same things to your email list. Because I think we get it caught in our head of, I don't know what to say, or do they really want to hear from me? Or like all of these things.
Seriously.
And I would just be like, stop. Do you have something of value? Do you have something to share? Does the thing that you do make the lives of make your clients' lives better in some way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Because if the answer is yes, then yes, they want to hear from you. Yes, you have something to say. And yes, showing up matters.
Wow. I love your perspective. Sometimes when people really struggle with selling and offering their services because they feel like who would be interested in what I have to say, or who would really want the solution I'm ready to offer. But I love the way you just spoke about it. You don't have to overthink it. If you know that you're really helping people, they will definitely want your help because everyone is interested in what they can get from you. So definitely.
Yeah, the selling is just sharing, right? You do it all the time on social media. Hey, I'm going to talk to you about social media and how to get the most out of your social media. And by the way, if this is something that you don't want to have to do yourself, or you don't want to learn the algorithm and you don't want to be an expert in how to put engaging reels together, I can do that for you, right? Like you don't have to do that by yourself. I can do it for you. You do that all the time on social media. People can do the same thing in their email. You're sharing what you have to offer them, and you are trusting that they know when it's the right time to work with you and to hire you. But you have to put it out there. The donut shop doesn't only open when they think somebody wants a donut. No, they're open every day. And the people who want a donut will come get them.
Period. That's really amazing. I love the fact that you took some time to shed light on that. Okay. I know you offer a unique service called High Five that provides done for you emails. Can you tell us more about that and how it can help our listeners save time while they are growing their businesses?
Oh, for sure. I'd love to. So the High Five is my signature done for you email copywriting offer. I believe in 5 key email sequences that every business is begging for, right? Like let's take the welcome sequence, for example, because we talked about that earlier. The welcome sequence is crucial for a business because it's the first step after somebody is like, okay, tell me a little bit more. That welcome sequence matters so much because it gets them to take the next step after the welcome sequence. And so sometimes business owners will either come to me and say, I know I need a welcome sequence, but I don't know what to put in it. I know I need a welcome sequence, but I hate writing. Or I know I need a welcome sequence, but I do not have the time. I don't have the time to do it myself because they're so busy working with clients. And I'm able to come in and partner with them and be like, great, I can do this for you. So I have a 5-step process where I work with people to really understand their strategy, their business goals, their audience. Like I really get them and their clients.
Okay.
And then I develop a strategy and write copy for a really intentional, strategic welcome sequence or email sequence that's in their brand voice and makes their audience feel seen, known, and understood in order to say yes to taking the next step with them. So the high five is where I just do it all for business owners.
Wow, this really sounds incredible. So if anyone is interested right now, how can they reach out to you for these services?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to have like links in the show notes?
Okay.
So if you have links in your show notes,
yes, I do.
I'll give you my email that they can reach out to me directly there. I'm on Instagram at Owen Your Mark, and it's OWEN Your Mark with a K.
Okay.
And I also hang out on Threads a lot. So people are welcome to find me either of those places. My website, if they want more of that, like the digital brick and mortar look. Yeah. My website is owenyourmark.com. So again, that's OWEN, yourmark.com.
Okay. That's fantastic. So I'm just going to add all the information that you just mentioned right now on the show notes, just in case anyone didn't grab it.
I was going to add, because I forgot this, I do have a freebie on my website on 10 ways to grow your email list. So I can give you the direct link to that page for your show notes, but they can also go to my website. If anybody listening is like, hey, I really want to grow my email list, what's that look like? I do have a PDF on 10 ways, 10 ideas for growing your email list.
That would be so helpful. So you will send over the link to me so I can also add it to the show notes and I will look through it. I think it's going to be beneficial for anyone that is still very new to this whole email marketing stuff. Oh my God, I am super excited. When I figured out that you are into email marketing, it's actually something that I don't really know much. I was really open to learning about it. And then my audience, because people are really asking me about it. You know, most people just believe that as you're a social media manager, you should also know so much about email marketing, but that is not my niche. So I'm really excited that you came so many people can learn from this.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. This was a wonderful conversation.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, as we wrap up, what final thoughts or tips would you like to share with our audience about the impact of email marketing on their businesses?
Yeah, I think it would just be to reiterate the fact that email marketing is such a crucial part of helping you make a bigger impact for your business and in the lives of your clients. But I'd also remind you that you don't have to figure it out all by yourself. You don't have to be the expert in email marketing if that's not your thing. And whether that is seeking out other resources or like I offer one-on-one strategy calls with people to just take the next step of, okay, what is the next step of email marketing for me? And just take things one step at a time. You don't have to write 20 email sequences overnight. Just the next step. What's the next step? It'll be worth it.
Yeah, that's really great. Thank you so much for coming and thank you for sharing your valuable insights on email marketing. If you're looking to enhance your email strategy or want to learn more about BREANNA, should I just call you over?
You can call me Bree. You can call me Bree or B. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bree. Okay, Bree works. So check out her services. Check out the links in the description. I'm going to add it to the show notes. And thank you guys for listening. Remember that effective email marketing can be a game changer for your business. Don't forget to subscribe to Social Media Tea for more tips and strategies. Until next time.